Hello, everybody. It's Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you have not been here before. So let's see who joins me. I am working on, hopefully, it'll be a dress when I finish. If not, it'll be a top, especially since I am using a very small hook. Hey Karen, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Hey Gloria, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. I hope you ladies did a thumbs up. What are you working on? What is your weather like? The weather is beautiful here in South Florida. No rain today. And if you watch the news, you know we had a huge flood. Not in my area, but I'm sure I will be paying for it because that's what South Florida does. Everybody that's a homeowner gets hit in the pocket via homeowners insurance. Gloria, your package is in the mail. It'll be coming via UPS. Hopefully, it won't be a snag. It'll get there when it's supposed to get there. I am recovering from the big C. My girlfriend and I enjoyed our cruise and were sick after we got back. I went 3 years, no problems. Guess it'll get all of us at some point. But I have to say, the medicine works. Definitely works. Knock on wood. I did a thumbs up and it's 43 and cloudy, cold, cloudy, cool, and drizzle. My goodness, when do you all get some warm weather? 43? And it's, ooh, almost the end of April. Well, pretty much the end of April. I don't know. When you're used to it, you're used to it. I'm sure people that come here in the summertime say, "How do y'all stand this hot weather?" I stand it because I'm usually not in it very much. So I always feel bad for the people that have to work out in either really cold weather or really hot weather, especially people that are like tarring the roads and stuff. That's why they do a lot of the work like that at night, because it's too doggone hot for all of that. And with all the rains that we had, I kept hearing all of my little mangoes falling off of the tree onto the roof. Let me see. Karen says she's making a hexacardy and hoping this storm now doesn't knock power out. Oh yeah, it's been some really bad storms. I'm really nervous about hurricane season because this weather has been crazy. Hey Valerie, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you did a thumbs up. What are you working on? What's your weather like? I think, let me see, we're probably sometime next month. I know our local meteorologist goes to the center and gets an update, and they start posting how many hurricanes they are estimating to happen and what categories and all that stuff. But with all these bad storms that they've been having during winter time, it really makes me nervous, especially since in South Florida, in Florida, I should say, generally Florida, um, we're we have no kind of insurance. We pretty much have state insurance because I would I would say unless you have a lot of money, you are being insured by Citizens, and their rates are just going up, up, up. So the big insurers like Allstate, State Farm, Geico, I don't know, they are all they're not underwriting any homeowners insurance in Florida. After Hurricane Andrew, I think, a lot of them pulled out, and then we had those 3 hurricanes that were back to back in, like, 2004, 2005, and so even whatever was left over, they pulled out after that. So we really don't have any real we can't really shop around, so you kinda stuck with paying whatever they say you have to pay if you want your home insured. And if, of course, if you have a loan, you have to have your home insured. Otherwise, they'll put an insurance on you that will definitely be more than what you want to pay. Yeah. The joys of living in South Florida. Valerie said cold. Well, I'm gonna send some of this warm weather. I think it's got to be like the 80s. Did I bring my phone in here? Oh no, I'm phoneless. What will I do? Well, hope nobody's trying to get in touch with me because I have absolutely no idea where the phone is. That's all right. I don't need it right now anyway. So, Miss Gloria, what is your hot hook doing right now? Valerie, are you working on anything? Are you crocheting or are you knitting? I'm leaving knitting to all the knitters because I'm still trying to perfect crochet. Valerie said, doing nothing, finishing some ruffle beanie hats. Okay. My heat turned on a few minutes ago. Oh, I bet it did. It's chilly. I haven't done any ruffle hats in a while. I have too many. I keep starting other things. I can do the beanie part of it quick, but that ruffle part takes a minute. Plus, I haven't really had inspired by any colors. I'm hoping the ones that I have on Etsy will sell. That would be nice. 2 of them did sell, but I have a few more. And I'm doing a Mother's Day sale on my Etsy shop, so hopefully something will move. Hey Kelly, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Hope you get a thumbs up. What are you working on? What's your weather like? Valerie says, I'm doing better. Allergies. Oh, well, if you have allergies, be ready because it's getting ready to balloon, balloon, balloon. I just ordered 2 gardenia plants and a jasmine plant. I used to have a jasmine plant right outside my door. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it died or I don't know, or I decided to do something else and it got pulled up. But when I would come, I rarely come through the front door anyway, but If somebody rings the doorbell, I could always smell the jasmine when I open the door. So I want another jasmine plant right by the door. And the gardenias, I want to put them in the backyard, but there's so many feral cats that I think they're just gonna mess them up. Especially since I really don't go outside, and I always say whatever Mother Nature does, that's what's gonna happen because I'm not gonna go out there pruning and things like that. So I have to think about it. I might put them in a pretty pot and put them right there. But I don't want the gardenia smell and the jasmine smell to fight with one another. Let me see. I saw your baby shark. What baby shark? I saw your baby shark. I don't know what you're talking about, Valerie. Baby shark. Hmm. You're gonna have to enlighten me on that one, Valerie. That ship that we were on, oh my goodness. The downside to doing a cruise that is a theme cruise, which the theme was celebrating the 72 um, Miami Dolphins perfect season team, is that you don't get to really do anything related to the cruise because you're doing other things. And where our room, our cabin was, it was at the front of the ship, and most of the activities were at the back of the ship. So, to say the least, we did a whole lot of walking, and I really didn't care for their elevator system at all. It's a cute concept, but it was quite annoying because you, if anybody's been on MSC ship, the elevator, you press the number for the floor that you want, but because there's children on there, they're all pressing all the numbers. So, and then we're all standing there and you're just waiting and waiting and waiting. And then you don't, it tells you which elevator is coming, and it might be 2, 3 minutes. And you wait and it opens and it's already full. So then you got to wait again. And then, it was just, I kept thinking to myself, I just don't remember it being like this on Royal Caribbean. And maybe I forgot it, but I don't remember all of that. And I know this ship is probably bigger than the last ship that I was on, but I was on at the last cruise I took on Royal Caribbean. I was on their largest ship. And then they, of course, made one right after that that was like a foot bigger than the last one. I don't know the size of this ship, but I know it was huge. And I just couldn't stand those elevators. But anywho, let me see. Put catnip tea near your plant. Cats don't like catnip. They love catnip. I had a cat. That cat loved that catnip. She'd flip out and run around like she was on the drugs that catnip is. So I don't know. Plus, I'm not going to spend that kind of money just to keep them away. Mm-mm. I just won't plant my plant out there. An amigurumi shark? I don't remember doing an amigurumi shark. You sure that was me? I'm trying to remember the amigurumi, last amigurumi that I even did. I don't know. I don't think that was me, Valerie. If I did one, I don't recall it. That's a great possibility. And they had a lot of mirrors, lots and lots of mirrors, because mirrors give you the illusion of things being bigger anyway. And you stand there at the elevators, and they're all mirrored. You get inside, it's all mirrored, so you can just looking at everybody in there. It was interesting. I don't know if I ever go on another MSC ship. I really like the Royal Caribbean one so much more. I don't know why. I did like their private island. I mean, there's not much to do. They have the people from the ship doing the drinks and stuff right there when you get off of the ship, so you can get your drinks and stuff. But we didn't do that. We wanted to get to the island because we wanted to do the activities with the dolphins. The water was crystal clear. You could see the fish swimming around you, crystal clear. If you saw my video, you could see that one picture of me being silly in the ocean, and you could see all of me. You could see my legs and everything. Crystal clear water, beautiful, just a beautiful. But it's not constant people in it all the time because our during the shutdown, our beaches became crystal clear like that too, because there weren't any human beings in it for ooh, a long time. And you could see as soon as people got back in the water, they went back to that murky look again. I mean, it's still nice, pretty water, but not like it was when there was no activities there. So that was fun. Let me see. Balishes outlook. Facebook? I don't remember doing a shark. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe Baby Shark was on. Okay, maybe yeah, it was on probably on someone else's. Gigi, I told my sister-in-law she'll look out for. Okay, great. Yeah, because we don't want that it going all around town. And we went to Nassau, and they gave us such short time in Nassau. I was not happy with that. But all we really wanted to do was go get some conch salad, and we found the fish fry area for the conch salad and got our conch salad and went back to the ship. We had a really nice taxi driver. He picked us up and he took us over to where we wanted to go, and he waited for us. He told the guy what we wanted. So he was really nice. But they didn't give us any. I think we we had to be on the ship at 2, and I think the ship docked at 10. I can't remember now. But we didn't get any time in Nassau. I guess because we were already in the Bahamas and for um their private island. Trying to think. I remember when we did the private island with the Royal Caribbean, they had a slew of food out there, but I don't remember seeing a whole lot of food there. They had some food trucks that you can get like hot dogs, French fries, burgers. That's all I can remember. Now I want to go on another Royal Caribbean cruise, but I want to be on one of their smaller ships. I don't want to be on their huge ones. And our walk in Puerto Rico, oh my goodness. Of course, I had to be the one that would fall because their step up from the road to the sidewalk is much higher than I'm used to. And I was looking at the water, and my friend and I, we were walking, looking, and I was looking at the water. And the next thing I know, I was looking at the sidewalk because I didn't step up high enough and I missed it. And my knee still hurts. So Monday, I'm going to make an appointment to get it checked out because it's been over a week and it still hurts and it's still a little swollen. So I need my knees. I need to be able to get around. My friend got the mofongo in Puerto Rico. I tasted it. Not my thing. I think I had grouper. I'm always getting grouper. I love grouper. It's like my favorite fish to get when I go to a restaurant. If they have a grouper, I want it. It was pretty good. We had to wait, I think, 45 minutes before we got seated because it's a small little restaurant, but apparently that's where everybody goes. And they had a Walgreens right at the port, which was good because I told my friend, I said, if I stop walking, I'm gonna be in trouble. And that was a walking tour, so I just kept walking, so I didn't get too sore or focus too much on the pain. So we went to the Walgreens and I picked up all the stuff I needed to heal myself. And the line at the Walgreens was so long. I was like, everybody hit that Walgreens before we got on the ship. I said, this is probably one of the most profitable Walgreens in the chain of Walgreens because there's got to be a ship coming to that port probably every day or every other day. Who knows? I don't know how often ships go there, but when you think about the cruise lines and Puerto Rico is like probably a common stop. But it was nice. Their streets are very small. There's not much room to maneuver there, but we enjoyed ourselves. A short little stay in Puerto Rico. Then we went to Dominican Republic. They took us to a restaurant. And we learned two of their dances. I can't remember one. I don't even remember how to do any of them. They're very fast though, and they have their own rum, different types of rums. We had a that one was interesting. I forgot what the meal was that we had, but it was pretty good. It was some kind of a soup that they have, but I don't remember the name of it. Mhm. And where did we go after that? Did we come back? Yep, I think that was it. And then we was on the sea for a day. Got to get some more autographs from the Dolphins, and then we came home. There was a lot of Dolphin fans that were very, very upset on the cruise because apparently they had paid for a lot of things that they did not get. Dan Marino was only on the cruise and he got off in Nassau, I think. So a lot of people were quite upset about that because the way they talked about it, he was going to be there. He's going to be there through the whole cruise. We're going to get autographs, blah blah blah. I don't know if anybody. I'm sure somebody got an autograph, but we didn't get one. And my friend, we were. Was it breakfast time? I don't know if it was breakfast or we were getting on late. It had to be breakfast. No, I don't know what it was. I don't know what time of the day it was, but I went to get, I think, a cup of coffee or some water or something, and he um, was behind me, and I didn't know it, and she didn't want to yell, "Gloria, Dan Marino's behind you!" So I missed an opportunity. That's all right. I have lots of pictures of him, but I don't think I have a picture with him. But we were all saying, maybe it's contractual for him. He can only do a certain amount of stuff because they got to pay him for all that stuff. So I don't know. And we've gotten lots of emails from the cruise people asking, our opinions and stuff like that. It was, to say the least, there were some very upset people. And one guy apparently hit one of the cruise people and he got booted off the cruise in Puerto Rico. So lucky for him, it's Puerto Rico because he didn't have to have a passport. But if he'd have been in Dominican without a passport, he'd have been up the creek without a paddle. So it was interesting. There was a whole lot of grumbling going on, but we enjoyed ourselves. We got a decent cabin. Those cabins. He was like, "Oh, you're gonna get a big cabin, blah blah blah." There was supposed to be my other girlfriend was supposed to go with us, and when we got in that cabin, I was like, "I do not see three people in this cabin at all. I don't know how three people are going to get here." So I was kind of glad the other one didn't come because she went off. She would have been one of those ones going off on the deep end. I just went with the flow. I was like, what I get, I get. What I don't get, I don't get. And I'm not going to worry about it. So I didn't pay any extra. I paid what? Actually, we got a bargain because the when they initially um what's the word I'm looking for? When they initially sent out the information about the cruise, the price that they put on the cruise was not correct. But because we had already signed up for it and put in our payment, they honored the price. But we heard people had paid a chunk of money, and there were a lot of people that were out of state that came on this cruise that paid a lot of money. So mum's the word for me. I appreciated my time. I appreciated being able to take a whole lot of pictures with a whole lot of sexy men. And we went, they had a sports bar, and we didn't know, we like at nighttime, we're like, we don't know where they are. And there were guys on there telling, oh yeah, you gotta go to the sports bar. That's where they hang out. And so we went there one night and they were playing spades. I think of yeah, four of them were playing spades, and there were some other ones in there too. And my girlfriend, she's like the card. She plays cards. She's just a sports person. She's. I told her, I said, you are just as competitive as a man. But that's from her growing up with brothers too. So they were playing the spades, and they had these crazy rules, and she got into it, and then her and one of the dolphins, they were like, "You did try and tell us that, blah blah blah." She's like, "Cause you're not playing it right." It was too funny. I wish I had recorded that. It was funny, but it was a good cruise. I just didn't like being sick afterwards, but I'm better now. The medicine works. Crush on Dan. You got a crush on Dan? Danny boy is a granddaddy now. We have. I didn't even realize that one of the Dolphins players is the owner of Brews Room. And when we were talking, and she's like, he's the Brews Room. He's the owner of I was like, that's the owner of Brews Room? I was like, I never even clicked to me. And we have the other Dolphins player, Kim Bocamper. He has restaurants. I've been to I think I've only been to the one in Fort Lauderdale. We've been saying for the longest we want to go to the one that's in It's way west, south of us, but it's on the water. So we've been wanting to go there forever just to watch a game. But we want to go when a game isn't a real like rowdy fans from the other team. Like we want to go to some game that really doesn't mean much, but if we win, we're gonna be happy. But um fans won't be crazy. Like we're not going to the Jets game, we're not going to the New England game, we're not going to the Buffalo game because we already know they fans are crazy. Hello, Maritza. How are you today? Hola. What are you working on? What is your weather like? And I hope to the thumbs up. It says hola, hand pink waving. That just tickles my fancy. And who's the other one? One of the 72 team Dolphins player, he is a judge, and then we have another one that's an attorney. I don't know what the younger ones, I say younger because they're like my age group, because the ones from the 72 team are like at least 20 years older than me. No, yeah, something like that. So the ones that, because they had players from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So the ones that's like the 80s group, I'm not sure what any of them do. I know Nat Moore because he's a part of the Miami Dolphins Foundation, but I don't know like Louis Oliver and Troy. Oh well, Troy just got I think he's going to be a high school football coach. We see him a lot, but now that he's a coach, we don't see him as much. Like Mercury Morris, I don't really know what he does. I don't know what a lot of them do. But considering when they had that perfect season, my, NFL players weren't getting paid like they get paid now. But because of um, that one record that no other team has broken, I think get a lot of publicity every year. That's the football um, community. That's what if nobody like Philadelphia Eagles gave us the biggest scare because they went, I think, 11 games before they finally lost one. But I take that back because New England gave us the biggest scare because they got all the way to the Super Bowl, but they lost. Yes. Hey, Michelle, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you get a thumbs up. Oh, I see that. She gave a thumbs up. What are you working on? What's your weather like? So that right now, that's pretty much what, if you are a Miami Dolphins fan, that's pretty much all you got to talk about is the perfect season because they won that season. They won the Super Bowl that season after that. And when Dan Marino went to the Super Bowl, unfortunately, he did not win. And I think all of his quarterback um, records have probably been broken by now. Especially, I'm sure Tom Brady and Drew Brees probably broke them because they stayed in the NFL long enough. But I'm a fan. I love my Dolphins. I got a basket and a pillow starter. Ooh. Are you using t-shirt yarn for your basket or are you using acrylic yarn? I'm working on this dress and I feel like I'm getting nowhere fast because I'm using this small hook. But if you don't want any peekaboos, even though I'm going to wear a bra with it, but still, you don't want it to be big openings when you put it on. I just hope that, so I have less than a month to the what is it? Mm, the networking event is May 20th and it is the 22nd. So I gotta get busy. Gotta finish this. Michelle says, I think it's cool here. We need rain. Oh, we had a lot here. No, I'm using 2 strands of acrylic yarn held together. Okay. That's much easier because that t-shirt yarn is sometimes hard to work with. I still have some of it, and I have some over on the other side. I initially bought it because I was going to be making some purses, and I've made the purses, and I don't want to make any more. I have to be in the mood. Those things are, whew. And when I watch the ladies on YouTube that make the purses with the t-shirt yarn, and I watch them, I'm like, is the yarn that I have harder than theirs? Because it looks so easy watching them make their purses with that t-shirt yarn. And their t-shirt yarn is not the same brand either, so it might be a difference, but I don't know where to get it from. I'm sure it's in an Arabic country because those are the ones I usually watch. I don't know what they're saying. I just watch them. I can read when they put because they put it's in English, like if the chains and whatever they're doing, it's in English, but they aren't speaking English. I'm a very good visual learner, so even if they don't put anything up, I can watch what they're doing and figure it out. That's what I do with a lot of the Mexican. I'm not good with the Portuguese ones though, because I don't know what they're saying. Sometimes I watch them and I can watch what they're doing, but sometimes because when they cut away, you don't like, okay, what did she just do? I want to learn some Portuguese because my neighbors across the street, they're Brazilian. Even though he speaks English, I don't know what his um I don't even know his wife's name, but I know his name because he's a social butterfly. I think he probably knows everybody on the street because he is a social butterfly. And if I learned enough Portuguese, I'd know what he's saying because he's always yelling at somebody on the phone. It's good to know at least a little bit of these languages because we have a huge Brazilian population. And the only thing I know about Brazil is a caprina. Love me a caprina. Hey, Regina, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. What are you working on? What's your weather like? And I hope you had a thumbs up when you came in. I am making very little progress on this dress that I hope will be really cute when I finish it. I'm trying to lose some weight, but boy, is that hard to do because everything you want to eat puts another pound on you. What amigurumi are you working on today? Regina makes the cutest amigurumis. I don't know, when I was sick, I had this, I forgot what it's called, like when, in the last trimester, um, women get this burst of energy, and right before they, give birth or something like that, they get this burst of energy, but I forgot what it's called. That's how I felt after I took the medicine. I had this burst of energy. I was staying up to 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I gotta go to sleep. I gotta go to sleep. And I started making creating all starting all of these um whips. And I was like, I have to finish something. Nope. I kept going. Thunderstorms working on kid in a lion's costume. Ooh. And of course I thumbed up. You okay? This weather it's been crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm just hoping that we don't get a really bad storm. No hurricanes this year. It's crazy how long it takes the recovery and the people that got hit with just the rains last week. Was it this was that last week or this week? Mm. Um, all of their furniture, everything is like on outside on the roadside, but it could be months before it all gets picked up. I know when we had the last I think the last hurricane that I had any kind of damage, it was just the tree limb, and it stayed on the side of the road for a month before they finally came and picked it up. And by the time they picked it up, the grass that was there was all dead. And the you can imagine the smell from all of that water and all of that mildewed furniture, and I just feel bad for them. I just knock on wood, it didn't happen to me, but I know it's gonna happen to me when they raise my doggone, homeowners insurance rates again. And then there was a problem. I have a Ring camera, and I get all these alerts from people that, put up information, and someone says, "What's going on with the gas? I've been to 10 gas stations and none of them have gas." Well, that was another problem with all the water, is that I guess the gas tanks are under underground, so all that water, they couldn't get to it, or it probably messed up the lines because all that water probably got into it. I'm not sure. I don't know anything about it. But I do recall the mayor saying that they have to change the way they do the gas. So That went on for a while. Now the gas is starting to, get back into the gas stations. But I was like, wow. Lucky for me, I didn't have to really go anywhere. I have a hybrid car, so I don't really need a lot of gas to go from here to there because I don't go very far. And I still haven't even gone to get any gas yet because I really don't drive very much. But I was thinking, I need to go get some gas just in case because you never know what's going to happen. I might have to get out of here. Something crazy might happen. I need to get out of here. Maybe I'll go get gas tomorrow because now all the lines should be back to normal. It shouldn't be, people were waiting in line for hours trying to get gas. So that's why I'm a little nervous about what it's going to be like when hurricane season kicks in. Nesting, that's what it's called. Thank you, Regina. That is it. That's how I felt. Okay, now the sun is out. Two thunderstorms today for us so far. Oh my goodness. Well, we had our rains and it hasn't rained in a few days. It hasn't rained. But all that rain that we did get made my grass pretty and green again because it was looking peaked. My man kept saying, "You need to turn on your sprinklers." And that's when I came back because I had, of course, they weren't on while I was on the cruise, so they were off for a whole week. And he's like, "Your grass is telling me it needs water." And when we got back, it certainly started. That's when the rain started, and a lot of people got stuck at the airport. I was like, "Ooh, I'm so glad I didn't have to fly out of here." Because if you didn't leave that weekend, you were stuck, and there were a lot of people stuck. And Fort Lauderdale Airport actually closed because there was so much flooding. I can't imagine how stinky that place is now. I tell you, if it's not one thing, it's always another. There's always something that's going to set you back some way, somehow. This little hook is going to drive me crazy. I don't even only use small hooks when I do earrings. I tend not to do clothing things when I have to use a small hook. But I want to make this dress and I want to make it right. So I'm stuck with a small hook. And hopefully in 3 weeks it'll be done. Because time is flying by. I thought this weekend I wouldn't have to work because I was staying all caught up. And then Friday came. Well, actually, Monday came because we switched to a new phone system. And that was quite interesting. Then we had a meeting. Then we had another meeting. Then we had another meeting. I'm like, I'm never gonna get caught up with you people. I'm caught up, but I don't like to have work. I like Mondays to start with a blank slate. And I was like, ooh, it'd be so nice not to have to work this weekend. But I have to do a little bit because I do not want to start Monday off with a lot of work, extra work. Hey, Jeanette, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Let me see. What are you working on? What's your weather like? And I hope you get a thumbs up. I'm using my comfy cotton yarn that I've had forever. I was going to use a different yarn, but I was like, I may not be able to find that yarn because I think I got it when Lion Brand, because when Lion Brand has their 10 10 for 20 or 20 for 20, whatever those sales are that they have, or their mystery sales is usually, sometimes I won't say, but sometimes the yarn that they have in there are yarns that they're not making anymore. So I said, well, let me make the most most of the dress will be from this, what color is this? The whipped cream, because I know I can get that if I run out. And then the middle part of it, I'll use the confetti yarn. Comfy, let me see. It's the comfy soft confetti. Let me see. What is it? Comfy cotton fetty. That's what the other one is. And it's an orange blossom, which I think would be pretty to be in the middle of the dress. And I only have two skeins of that, and I'm using them together because they are three, but they are thinner three than this is. At least it feels like it. So I'm going to use both of those because I only have to use it for that middle part. So I think that will be a cute dress. And I'm hoping it'll be enough left over to make the strap. But if not, oh well. I'm relaxing today and it's pretty cold today. Ooh. But later tonight I'll work on my blanket. Oh, okay. Is that the granny square blanket? Because I didn't watch the video. I just saw the what do you call it? The thumbnail. I saw the thumbnail. That looks really pretty. I love to see granny square things, but I just hate sewing. I would be so wanting to do a pretty granny square blanket, but I just don't want to sew all those squares together. I was gonna do yet again another temperature blanket, and I was gonna do granny squares, and I actually started. Then I was like, nope, I'm not gonna do this. I gave up. Like day 6, I gave up. And the bad part is that I was starting in March. So I had to go back and find all of the temperatures, and I wrote them all down. I started January, I started. But I was like, I'm not gonna do this. Let me see. Did you see the baby shark I posted? Okay, so that's who did the baby shark. No, I didn't see it because Valerie thought it was me. I told her I don't remember doing a baby shark. Let me see. Yes, my granny square blanket. Oh, so is it, how big is this blanket going to be? And Regina, I will look for that. Beside my phone is nowhere near me. I don't know where it is. But I'll look for that baby shark. Can you make a baby dolphin, a cute one like the Miami Dolphin one? Let me know if you can. I will buy it from you because I've been looking for a pattern, and all the dolphin patterns I've seen, I have not liked any of them. And I did see one that I liked, and I was going to try it, but I never got around to it. I was like, why aren't these dolphin patterns? I did make one little dolphin from one pattern. It's not like my favorite, but it's done. It's finished. It's a little teeny tiny one. But I'm still looking for my perfect dolphin pattern. I see a lot of the amigurumi patterns are um, the Asian crocheters. I don't know if they're Japanese, Chinese, somewhere, but I know they're Asian. Mm, forgot that's hot. Whew. Actually, it's a kid in a shark costume. Oh, okay. Let me see. No, I don't. Did I say that? I don't know. I have to look though. For some reason, that's seems like something I saw, but I can't remember now. I did way back when I did the mermaid tail for my daughter. Who knows where it is right now? And that was a lot of work. After that, I said, I hope you like it because it'll never get done again. So, hey Lori, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. I hope you thumbs up. What are you working on? What's your weather like? Jeanette, are you sewing those granny squares as you go? Or are you doing those attach as you go, which I'm still trying to figure out how to do? I got my yarn box. Oh, thanks for the little extra. You are so welcome. Glad you got it. Renee, I sent earrings to Renee, and that was way back in March, and she's still looking for them. I don't know about this mail system. Well, I do have her address is off, but I've sent her things with that same address, and they've gotten there. But this time around, I told her, I said probably because it's a small package, it probably got stuck on something, and who knows. But I'm hoping she'll get it this week, hopefully. And then I'll correct her address on my pirate ship so we won't have that issue again. When you make that hat for your postman, Lori, I want to see it because I would have never even thought about that. I was tickled pink over the little extras I got as well. I know, I saw you. I'm so happy you all were. I was like, what am I gonna put in here? I need to put something in here other than just the yarn. So I tried to put something in there I thought would be appropriate for each one of you. So now I have another idea because I have to have something little goody, some little extra something in my boxes. Sometimes I forget, sometimes I don't. Depends on how scattered my brain is at the time. What are you working on, Lori? And how are the men in your life and your daughter-in-law? A secret yarny pansy square. Okay. I am gonna leave that right there, Lori. I want to get this dress done so I can show it off. Hopefully it'll fit right. It'll be cute. Now I'm thinking about it. Let me see. Do I have any cute shoes? That's the downside to working from home. I'm usually either in sneakers or my bedroom slippers or sandals. Hmm. I did buy a pair of shoes. Then that's the other thing. We never took pictures on the beautiful stairs, even though the guy, every time we went past him, he's like, "Come on, take a picture." We're like, "We'll be back. We got to go do this." Never took the pictures on the stairs. Never did dress up night. So the shoes that I bought for that, I never wore, but they're too fancy for this dress. No. So now I got to go find a cute a cute sling back, something more. I don't think no, that wouldn't go good with this. I want something cute because this is like a luncheon. So, hmm, anywho, I just thought about that. We never took the pictures. Too much going on. Hubby is fine. Had a rough week, a rough work week, I guess. Oldest son turns 24 tomorrow. Happy birthday! But we aren't celebrating until next week because my baby is sick. Oh, the flu is going around, and I think he's caught it. Oh, okay. Yep, it's that time of the year. The bugs are amongst us. My daughter wants me to do a vendor event at the school. The teachers at oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta yeah, yeah. Get started. Write a list, check it twice, and um try to get everything done. I've been wanting to do a vendor event forever, but it's just too much work for me. And I don't have anybody that's going to help me carry all that stuff. And like I said, Florida, they're real crazy about prices and stuff of having a table. Then they have all these rules for the table. You got to have banners and all this other stuff, different ones. I haven't found one yet that I'm like, yeah, I can do that. So I haven't done one. Hey, Brianna, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. What's your weather like? What you working on? And I hope you get a thumbs up. The girls are good. Job hunting. And Grandpuppy is fully recovered from being fixed. Oh, okay. That dog is gorgeous. That dog would, but I know it's going to be a big dog. So, yeah, but he is, she, is it a she or a he? Now I can't remember. Anyway, the dog is gorgeous. Every time I see a really cute dog, it makes me want one. But I was like, that's real response. The cat was not bad because the cat go do her thing and go lay down. And only downside was when we first got her, she ruined my furniture, just ripped it to shreds with them doggone claws of hers. Um, but other than that, she only peed on the floor once, and they said she was marking her territory or whatever. And that was when we first got her. And after that, it was smooth sailing. She ate, she went out into the garage and slept, and brought her back in the mornings and cleaned her litter box and gave her food. She ate and slept, and no problem. But when you have a dog, you got to take them out, walk them, and or let them out into the backyard and poop all over the place. Nope, 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 nope. But they're cute. Some of them are real cute. But I just no, I don't want that responsibility now. I don't even want a cat again because my heart was broken when we had to put her down. So I'm out of the being a home for an animal. Can't do that anymore. Working on staying awake. it started, it started raining during my nap. I was wondering why I was so tired. Oh my goodness. Dog is she. Franny is her name. Oh, Franny. Y'all have to see Franny. She's gorgeous. It's only 4 to 5 hours long. I guess it would be a way to get into doing events. Not expecting much since it's a school. Maybe it will surprise. Oh yeah, it probably will, because parents like that kind of stuff. If you like, what school is it? Is it a high school, middle school, college? What kind of school? Because then that's what you have to like think about. But I think if you do like keychains for the book bags and stuff, that would go over really well, no matter what kind of school it is, because kids like stuff like that. But your daughter would be definitely be able to help you with what is. I always ask my daughter's an old soul like me. She's not the one. She's an artistic person, and that's what she focuses on. She doesn't focus on all the other stuff around her. So if you want to say, so what's the latest for that kids are doing, even though she's a grown woman, but she's around younger people, she wouldn't be able to tell me. Have to ask somebody else. Oh, high school, yeah, now. High schoolers have their own money now. Some of them have more money than we do. Yeah, I was thinking of doing a bunch of small things. Yeah, that would go over real well. Never know those high, because I remember when I was in school, and we would have little vendors and stuff come in, have your little money, and I we had the the little school store, please. I would go in there just to buy a pencil. I love that stuff. And to this day, I still get a rush when I go into Home Depot, not Home Depot, Office Depot. I still get a rush. If I go into the office areas in Target or Walmart and stuff, I love that stuff. Yeah. Well, I look forward to seeing what you come up with, because you might be surprised, because your stuff is very cute. Very cute. You do a great job on those amigurumis. I want to be just like you when I grow up. And it's October, so you can do like ghosts and eyeballs and um, stuff that's related to spiders, creepy stuff, little witch hats and stuff like that. And you don't want to be too, um, what's the word? Focused on, October. But you got October, you got Christmas, you got Thanksgiving, all them holidays all bunched up there together. Let you think about what you want to do. Hey Ashley, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. What are you working on? What's your weather like? And I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. I'm working on a dress, and I'm still working. I've only done what, there's 4 rows, so I'm on one, two, three. Yep, I'm on row 5 now, and I have a ton of rows to go. But when you're using a 2.75 hook, it's gonna take a minute. Plus, I'm not little either. I'm a I'm a extra large girl, so it's gonna take a minute. I was watching Dateline. I couldn't even finish watching it. It was just way too crazy for me. Way too crazy. I still it was so crazy. The first hour was crazy. I'm like, this is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life. And now I have to go and watch the rest of it. And I was thinking, I was like, man, I haven't vegged out on Netflix in a while. They probably have some good stuff on there I haven't seen. No, honey, I'm using double crochet and it's still taking forever. I was gonna do the half double crochet, but the double crochet is, you know, with this small hook, it's pretty tight. It's tight enough. I'll have a bra on under it anyway. The half double crochet would have made it really tight, but I'm just following the pattern for now. And this is like the third time that I've started it, so now I just got to stick with it because if I start it all over again, it's going to be another delay, and I want to get this done. Make sure it's right by May. And look, I have crocheted stuff on my desk at work, and the kids love it. I'm planning to crochet an amigurumi of our mascot. Yeah, yeah, Regina. Yeah, Lori works at a high school. She'd be able to tell you what those kids are into. 'Cause I have absolutely no clue what children are into, except TikTok. They some TikTok loving souls. Their mascot is a Mustang. Not sure what. A Mustang. Mm, yeah. I've never even seen. Have you ever seen a horse amigurumi? I don't know. Mm. When my friend and I went to Mexico, and I remember I think I was in middle school, and they took us to some farm or something, and we saw a horse, and I didn't realize how big horses were. And we saw a horse there, and I think it may have been, I don't know if what it was, but it was huge. Horses are just too big for me. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen an amigurumi horse before. Heading out, congratulations again to Gloria and Lori. Have a wonderful weekend, G and everyone. Oh, what's the congratulations for you all? Anywho, thanks for joining me, Karen. Have a good day. Let's see. Ours is a blue devil. Oh, I wouldn't do that for a craft show. Isn't North Carolina one of North Carolina schools is are Blue Devils? I don't know which school. I think it's a North Carolina school though. North Carolina College. My high school, my daughter went to the same high school. They're Bucks, so I've done an Afghan of a buck, but I've never done an amigurumi of one. And actually, I don't think I've ever seen anybody do. Oh yeah, because they do the reindeers, but that's not it. That's a whole nother something. But that should be fun. If you can do it and make a profit, that would be awesome. I get the emails I don't know if it's every week or every day. it must be every week, but I get the emails about the different craft shows that are going on around with all the information, and I have yet to sign up for any of them because they never meet. I want one that just says, "Oh, you need to pay $50 for your table. Bring your table and join us." Something like that. Not one that says, "You need to have a banner that's 6 feet and it has to have this and it has to go there and then no, y'all too specific for me now. Bring your chair and your table. Put your stuff on there and let's do it. That's what I want. Oh, it's the University of North Carolina. I knew one of them had the Blue Devil. Oh, the Duke. Is that the same one, the Duke? Mhm. Oh. Oh, okay. So Duke, one of them. I don't follow them either. I follow the University of Miami and then the other 2 big colleges in Florida, if they happen to be on, I might watch them. But University of Miami, I don't even think University of Miami is gonna have anybody picked up for the draft. If they do, I'd be shocked because I don't even I got so tired of them sucking last year. I didn't even want to watch them anymore. But the draft is Thursday. Woo! Ooh, now did they even send us any information about the? Oh, I have to ask. I have to find out. I have to look at my emails to see if they're having a draft party. Mm, yes, but we don't even have a first round pick. They've been no first round pick. University of North Carolina. The Rams, are they? Hmm. I don't know. I don't watch any of the I said one year, I said, I really need to follow more college football because, those are the ones that's going to be drafted to the NFL. But I'm still a University of Miami fan. I just can't get caught up with all those other teams. And I don't know their division. They have so many different divisions in college football too. It's hard enough for me to keep up with the Dolphins division. Then you got to think about University of Miami. They're in ACE. I always thought they were in SEC, but they're in the ACC. Florida is in the SEC, but I root more for LSU than I do for Florida because I love New Orleans, even though LSU is in Baton Rouge. I still like LSU. But, I have to go for Florida if they playing each other. But I got me some LSU colors on. I like LSU. I really wanna go to, Baton Rouge, and watch a game. I wanna go to a Florida game. I wanna go to a FSU game. I've been to University of Miami game, but I wanna go up there to be around all of the craziness because that's when you really but it's gotta be a good game, but it's so hard, the good games, it's hard to get in there. 'Cause those tickets go to those alumni and the students, then the rest of us get what we get. I'm not a sports fan. I remember my dad being a UNC fan and hating Duke. That's how you keep it straight. I just like football. Not all football. I just like certain games and stuff, but football is my first sport. I don't all the other sports, yeah, if they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. Like Miami is fighting to get into the finals right now, and I think the hockey team is too. But I've been to I think one hockey game, and that was way back when the we could throw the rats onto the oh, I don't even know what that thing is called. Let me see. Hmm. Okay, a basketball court. I guess it's a court. I don't know. Anywho, they used to let us throw these fake rats out there, but it would took up time for them to scoop them all up so they can continue to play. So they stopped doing that. But that's how long it's been since I've been to a Panthers game. And now, when I went, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna come to another one anyway because it was cold in there. I don't like being cold. And I've been to a few baseball games, and I tell you that Marlins Stadium, ooh, that thing is nice. It is nice. But on football, I love me some football, and I just can't wait for the season to start again. Even though they have that AFL, US, USFL. I think it's USFL. That's going on right now, but I don't know anything about the players. I know few of the coaches, um, but it doesn't hold my interest at all because I don't even know any of those teams that that I would want to cheer for. So, to say the least, it doesn't phase me. Whew. All right, I'm gonna get off of here so I can go and get me something to eat because I'm hungry and work on the top part of my dress. Hopefully, I'll get it done. Let me see. Hey, Angie, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the thumbs up. I'm getting ready to get off of here. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. I appreciate you coming to spend some time with me. Good luck, Regina, getting started on all your stuff because that's going to be fun hanging out with the youngsters and selling some stuff. So I hope you do really well with that. So post all the stuff that you're doing. All right. So until my next video or my next live, everybody stay safe. Keep crocheting. Bye bye.